everyone. So I have a fun 6x6 paper pad smash video, kind of recap to share with you. So I've made several projects now with this Witches and Wizards 6x6 pad from echopark, and I just finished last night making some little note cards with all my little leftover scraps that I had. So most of these projects I made do have their own separate video, and you know what, I actually created a playlist that's like Harry Potter inspired projects, so they'll all be in that playlist, which, you know, I'll link that down below if I remember. Excuse me. But I wanted to just kind of do a recap and share everything I was able to make with this one 6x6 paper pad, because I love watching smash videos like that, so I wanted to do that for you guys. So technically, listen, I do have a few scraps, but they were mostly like 1/8 of an inch, you know, so something I don't really see as usable. I do have this one little random one that was like 1/4 inch. So these are my last bits of paper left from this pad, but I'm gonna toss these, and I do still consider this like a smash. I think I did pretty well with using up every bit that I could. So I think I'll start with like where, kind of in order of the projects of what I did. So the first thing I did was like a Christmas in July project where I made, and I call this, I feel like this Witches and Wizards is clearly like a Harry Potter theme to me. Like it uses like the house colors and all of that. So I consider these like very much Harry Potter themed or inspired projects. So yeah, I did some Harry Potter inspired Christmas cards, and I feel like this is cheating a little bit because all I used 4 sheets from the pad, but it was just to make little small mats for my Happy Christmas sentiments. So this is the only piece that is used on all the cards. So like I made 32 Christmas cards and only had to use 4 sheets to make these little small mats. So 2 of each design, because there's 12 designs, right, and 24 sheets altogether. But yeah, these were, I thought these turned out super cute. I won't, show you all 32 because you can see those in its own video, but just so you have an idea of what these looked like. I think that's, yeah, the last one. So yeah, 32 Christmas cards, but again, the only piece from the echopark paper pad is these little mats. And yeah, put them in their own little boxes. And again, this, I'll have that playlist linked if you want to just take a closer look at how I did these cards and boxes. So yeah, here's the 4 sets I made. So 32 cards altogether using 4 sheets. And then I believe the next project I made were Halloween cards. And this I did use more sheets. So for these I used 10 sheets altogether from the 6x6 paper pad. 8 of them were like the typical like pattern sheets, and then 2 of them were the cut apart sheets. So I'll show you quickly. So I used like here's like a 2x5 or something like that of the maybe 5 1/4 of the pattern paper, and then here's the cut aparts, one of the cut aparts from one of the cut apart sheets. So yeah, and this I more recently posted this video showing you these Harry Potter themed Halloween cards, which I think turned out super cute as well. And that has its own video as well. So yeah, 24 cards altogether. Used up 10 of the sheets from the pad, right? So we got 14 sheets used up, so 10 left. Let me move these up. So the next project I did was I made 2 folios, which this has its own video too, where I actually like walk you through the whole process of how I put this folio album together. So each folio used 5 sheets of paper. So 4 of the like pattern paper and 1 whole cut apart sheet. So all the cut aparts on 1 sheet got incorporated into 1 folio album. So like here's another one of the cut aparts, another one here. There's a bunch of little ones where I decorated the inside of the envelope, and another one on the back. So yeah, this too has its own video. I think I already said that. But yeah, so these folios, so each folio used 5 sheets, so 10 sheets all together, right? So there's all 24 sheets. So we made what's 32 plus 24, 56 cards and 2 folio albums. And then I had just like little scraps left, you know, like this, but most of them actually were, so it's a 6x6, right? But it's actually a little bit bigger than 6x6 because the paper like has this strip at the top, you know, with the hole in the middle, which is probably like, maybe it was like a 1/4 inch or so. So it's kind of like a freebie when you think about it. So I used up like all of those strips, and then I also had like some other strips from when I had to cut down mats like for the folios. So with my strips, I made these really cute little like note cards. They're about, they're a little bit bigger than 3. I think they're like 3.5 by 4.5 maybe. Hold on, let me grab the paper I used. Here we go. So I use, yeah, so they're what, 3 3.25 by 4.5 when they're folded in half. And I didn't do envelopes, like these are just little note cards. And what I was thinking actually, because a lot of these items I have for sale in my Poshmark closet, I'll have that linked in my description box below. I always have it linked. But I thought anyone that purchases like a Harry Potter kind of inspired item from me, I can use this as my little thank you card to include like in the package. So these all have the same stamp sentiment that says you are magical. This is from also from like the Witches and Wizards line, and I have different stamp sets, echopark stamp sets from those collections. So yeah, the sentiment's all the same. And here's like the strips, right? And I just had to like cut them down. And then it got to be like kind of like a little bit of a puzzle as I got down to my very last ones. So I'll show you each of these. I have 12. So with my little scraps, I made 12 little note cards that I'll use as like little thank you cards, which I thought was really good. And it's kind of like it makes you, I guess, or it makes me kind of appreciate like, oh wow, like the cute things you can actually create with those like little tiny scraps you have left over. And even, you know, the scraps where it has the hole. So like what I did was I used like scrap cardstock. I have a bunch of like scrap cardstock on my desk, and then I just used a piece of that to cover up where the holes were. But yeah, so here's the first one. Here's the second one. I love the books. So yeah, I just thought these turned out pretty cute for them being just scraps, you know? And here's even like a little tiny scrap of the book paper, which is like probably one of my favorite patterns from the 6x6 pad. So here I'm getting down to like my last little kind of tiny bit of pieces that I'm piecing together. Like this doesn't go the whole way across these scraps here. And same with these. So yeah, 12 of these little note card thank you cards. And that was everything, right? So 32 plus 24, 56 plus 12. So technically 68 cards, you know, of various sizes, and 2 folio albums from this one 24 sheet 6x6 paper pad, which I think is awesome. I'm really happy with everything that I was able to create. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Again, I'll have that playlist linked in my description box where I have the longer videos where I kind of walk you through all these projects. Only these don't have its own video, but I'll post a cute short, I think, of kind of displaying those cards. But yeah, I'll have the playlist link below if you're interested in checking out in more detail any of these projects. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.